To interact and participate in Quadratic Funding, you need a Gitcoin account. Quadratic Funding is a process, but it does need to run from somewhere, and the current round of web3 and ecosystem funding is being run from gitcoin.co. You can find the grants page at gitcoin.co/grants, as we are there now. Once there, you need to create an account if you don't already have one. To create an account from scratch, you will verify that you're not a robot, go and click Sign In and create an account. If you already have a GitHub account, you can simply link that account. If you do not have a GitHub account, then you're going to create a GitHub account as a part of this process. Since I already have a GitHub account, I will use that credential to authenticate with Gitcoin. And I'm authenticated and logged in as that GitHub account. Once I'm authenticated to the system, meaning I have a Gitcoin account, the first thing that I'm going to find is that the system's going to challenge me to try to maximize my quadratic funding advantage. Quadratic funding is a democratic process. It relies on the ability to identify individuals tied to wallets. This is a fascinating space in Web3 that I think of as identity with privacy, and there are a number of systems evolving to try to ascertain that one person tied to one wallet is an individual. The system that Gitcoin is using requires you to first connect your wallet and try to maximize what they call your trust bonus. This is powered by Gitcoin Passport. Gitcoin Passport, with one click, allows you to, as mentioned, connect your wallet, that's one factor to identify you. I need to confirm that on my smartphone and sign that contract. Now that the system has loaded the available verification stamps, I can connect my account, assuming I have one, to each of those. So I can give select the data that actually matches my situation and have Gitcoin verify. Since I have a Coinbase wallet, I have to verify that interaction on my smartphone. Great. So now I'm providing Quadratic Funding with metadata about me so that it can do a better job of validating me as an individual. Give them the ability to connect to Twitter and confirm the details about my Twitter account. Once I verify that on my phone, so we can just go through a number of these items. Yes, I have more than one ENS name. And I have a POAP. I love POAP. Certainly use a Google account. Looking forward to when e-steroids can simply replace that. Yes, I'm old. I have a LinkedIn account. A couple of other items on here that I could perform. So we will go back to our Gitcoin page. And from here, we will now submit our passport. And once we give it authorization to do that, it will score our submission. What have we not done? The score may increase during each round. I will investigate why I'm not at 150% matching, but this process is interactive and you may have to poke at it a little bit to increase your matching score. It may just be that I haven't donated to any grants yet, so I'm not going to get that 150 matching until I do. But I'm excited now that I've got a higher matching score to go ahead and contribute to some grants. So let's take a look at the grants page and how that works. When viewing grants, you can see a brief description of the grant and the activity so far on the grant. This includes prior round activity. Some grants exist in more than one funding round. You can search from this interface to, for example, find ENS related projects. You can search also by tag. So I'm going to dive right into the ENS ecosystem tag and find a couple of projects that I am personally interested in funding. Very interested in the CNS project, and I support ENS Academy. I can't fund that because I'm involved in that. I can't fund this because that's my project. Once you've selected the projects that you want to contribute to, you've added all these projects to your cart, and now you have the ability to check out but you can also share this collection. This is kind of a cool feature. So let's say that you think that this is the best of ENS projects. You could do that and save this collection. I'm not going to do that at the moment because there's some other choices that I would make that happen to be projects that I'm involved in if I want to save that collection, I should say. Now I can choose what I'm going to donate, and I can see the estimated match that Quadratic Funding will provide. Of course, my trust score is impacting that. I'm going to make things easy for myself, and I'm going to choose a small amount of ETH, $5, to apply to each of these projects. So each of these will receive 0.003 ETH or $5 from me roughly, and I'll give back to the Gitcoin match pool as I donate, which is kind of a cool feature. Once I'm ready to check out, I can confirm the amount that I will be funding myself, which is 0.0018 ETH for the matching pool and 0.018 ETH for my direct contribution, since there's 6 of them at 0.003. So that all adds up. I can check out on Polygon or ZK Sync, which is useful if there are many projects that you're funding. It'll help reduce gas. So we have our grant requests that we are funding. We've set the amount that we're going to fund each grant request for, and we've made a choice about whether to offer a Gitcoin contribution to the match pool, which we're going to do because we're really just wild about this process. And we're going to say that we're ready to check out. Note that my wallet is now getting a request. So my total transaction cost will be $32.34 at this time. And there is a network fee of between $13 and $25 that it's quoting. And having done this a few times, I can say that they overstate the network fee, at least in my experience. So we're going to go ahead and make this contribution and make that payment. We left our tab open until the transaction was completed, and now we have a completed donation. This is all obviously on chain, so this will go to our own account credibility, which is kind of cool. And sure, we'll share that on Twitter. And we will get the matching verification. Ooh, our score went up. So we are now eligible for a greater matching percentage. And hopefully, we'll resubmit the passport and see if we get an even higher number now. Okay, still 112, but we'll take that. And we've now made contributions to the system, and it's a really simple and positive experience, to be honest. So I hope you take advantage of that. Find the softwares that you want to support. Even if you're not a developer, you can make a difference and fund a grant request through Quadratic Funding.